Hey y'all. You can't see me. Put the baby to sleep. So it's time. It's time. How's everybody doing? I'm sorry it took me so long to load up. I was trying to put the baby to sleep. Please like and subscribe the video. I am trying to shed some light on the situation. Give me 1 second. Let me see if I can find my little light here. Little light of mine, I know that it's shadow. Little light of mine. Hey, baby doll. Trying to get some light over here. But it's kind of late and I put the baby to sleep. So I was trying to find my little light, Tanya, but I can't find it. She can't find it. She can't find it. Girl. So anyway, let me tell y'all guys. This is what's happening. So, as you all know, um, Mr. Alicio went and hop wobbled his little tail on from Atlanta after getting kicked out of Costa Rica and Mexico. They got kicked out of Palenque. And so they decided after they got kicked out, they got deported back to the United States. And they were not able to leave. I am really trying to. Light. I'm sorry, guys. Give me a second. I'm trying to find my light. My little stand with my light on it. Give us some light over here. But at any rate, so he decided to go from Atlanta, where they were living. His whole tribe was living. Oh, good. Okay. Thank you. I appreciate it. So let me see. I'll come a little closer. Can you guys see me a little better? Oh, hey, you know what? I was gonna ask you about that. I am so glad you. Hallelujah! Look at that. You was just right there, girl. Right there, girl. There you go. There you go, Mama. I promise you I was gonna ask you about that and you right on time. So sister. Let me see. I feel like I look shiny or something. Let me see. Now I look spooky, don't I? I'm gonna use this light for a minute anyway. There. That looks spooky, don't it? I'm in the dark because I don't want to wake the baby up. And it's late anyway. Come on now. So anyway, Mr. Eligio decided after they left and got deported from Palenque that they were gonna go ahead and set up down in Atlanta. Girl, that's what's up here, my mama. Yeah, mama. So they left in Atlanta now. They were down in Atlanta and they were living with Miss Cookie. Yes. He went down there and crowded all that tribe of people in somebody's house and took the woman's house over. And even though, you know, he claimed that they were paying her bills and all that kind of stuff. Okay, that's all fine and dandy, but still, that's just a little bit too much. Like, can we come in there with you? And then she looking up and he steady adding people onto the list. I think this baby is waking up. I hope not, because I just put his little self down. So, they steady adding people on and he steady getting online recruiting and they doing whatever. And since they went down there, Velvet went back and then she left again. And then he got some people from another tribe or whatever, and they went over and they joined. And the next thing you know, she got a house full of people. He woke back up. She got a house full of people living with her. Hold on, let me grab the baby. And they all camping out. You hear as long as he's got good ones. Hold on, y'all. I forgot I muted myself. Just talking to you. Girl, brainwash is not the word. So Cookie let them come and stay with them. So there were like about 15 people um, in her house. And he steady recruiting and bringing in new people. So, Velvet decided to go back home. They fell out because he told her when she came back that he was going to be strictly polygamous and he lied. I mean, monogamous. And he lied. So she got enough filled up and she's been gone and she's been quiet, which is this has been the quietest that she's ever been. But she's been extremely quiet or what have you. And so he got some new recruits to come. Everybody, please like the video. And so since she decided to leave, he started recruiting some other nincompoops, a few little more deadheads. That's what I call them. And they started joining and bringing money. Now every time they join, a part of the initiation is that they have to bring money, and then whenever they bring their luggage or whatever, they ravage through it and everybody grab what they want or what have you. And I'm live, baby. They grab whatever they want and they they get to salvage whatever's left. Then um, they have to give money. So he was on live a few weeks ago, actually taking one of the new recruits to her family's house to get her stimulus check. And she had the girl that he took has an identical a twin sister. And so the sister was like, "This is all you came back for?" And she said, "Yeah." And he was like really being arrogant and nasty because they were asking questions like, "Who are you? Where'd you come from? What is your intentions with my sister?" and all this type of thing. He got offended. And so, of course, he waits till he got in the car and start talking all that mad stuff, like he was really going to do something or what have you. So they get back to the compound and they all the time plotting to go to um, Hawaii. So Niza is a young lady who she's a prostitute. She's always been she's married, got a husband, 5 kids. She left her kids and her husband to come and join Natureboy. Her youngest child is like 3 months old. Hang on one second, y'all. Please. Love you. So, oh, there it is. I see it now. So anyway, they decided that they were gonna go. Um, they were gonna go to. I don't know if that's gonna work. The shower might. That's about okay. Yeah, that's better. Hey, well, that's almost as good anyway. My son bought me another light. So, but anyway, so she decided they when Niza came back, she left her child, and her child was 3 months old when she left. So the baby has to be about 5, 6 months old now, something like that. So she left her 3 month old baby. Then she left, and they were using her car and everything. Like they went out to drove from Atlanta to New York and all this type of stuff. I mean, he just used her car like it was his. Drove all the out of town or whatever. She couldn't even go. You know, he just took him and his wives or whatever. So he put her out. She got upset. She leaves. She goes back. She crashes her car. Go back to her husband. Then she comes back. She got that little stimulus money. And you know, she got those 5 kids. So you get that husband and wife money plus you get at the time it was like $500 per kid up to 3 kids. So she went back with that. I think it was like a $3,600 check or something like that. And then the other girl got her stimulus money. So she gave her that money. And then they went, and the first thing he did was took him and his wives to the tattoo shop with those girls' money and got $400 each for tattoos on their butt with his name on it. And then they're looking around like, oh my God, I love myself. I love myself. I ain't gonna do that symbol because I ain't cursing myself. But they were like, oh, I love myself. I love myself, and getting the little tattoos and doing whatever. So all the time, he's saving their money and he's online begging for donations. So he goes and saves up enough money. Girl, yeah. He goes up, and they get enough money. So he decided to pay for airline tickets for everybody else. Now let me tell you this too. Joy is back with carbonation. She get a lotsman's check or whatever they call it. She get her money from being in the military. True gets his money from being in the military, and the rest of other ones get that. Yes, girl, Joy is back. Can you believe it? She is back. Her and the baby. So she went back and she gets like $3,800 a month. Plus, True gets a check from the military, and then a lot of the rest of them get the SSI check. So they all give him their money. He's in control of all of their money, their debit cards and everything, whatever, bridge cards and all that, especially since they've been in the States. He's in control of all their money. Hey, sweetie, I'm live. I'm live. I don't want it on. I'm gonna put him to sleep. I'm live though. So he's in control of all their money. So he decided that he wanted to buy everybody tickets to go to Hawaii. And so they went all and they left. But yep, it's exactly that. Another Jim Jones situation, but worse. Like it's well, it's worse because Jim Jones's situation was like because now they have social media. Jim Jones was able to like hide a lot of the things that he was doing because it wasn't as public until like after the fact, and it was like word of mouth or the different things that would happen after the fact. But this right here unfolds in front of the world every day, and there are people who are actually still intrigued by this man. And so they are still like thinking like, oh, okay, it's okay to, you know, to follow somebody that's brainwashing people. And he was so, blatant about, oh yeah, I brainwash people, I brainwash people, we're a cult, and this, that, and the other. Girl, he gets away with too much. But baby, let me tell you now. Anyway, he goes on, he lives in front of the world, tells everybody what he's doing, he's blatant about it. He talked about how he was God. He always called himself the Christ God and all this other stuff. And then he started saying stuff about him brainwashing people. And, they were doing everything from um, filling them up to actually having sex on live. They were doing like real um, provocative and indecent things online, and people was like going. You got people who are sex addicts. You know what I'm saying? Okay. You got people that are sex addicts and stuff like that that enjoy stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? They are actually, are interested in seeing him, perform oral sex and all that kind of stuff to these women on live, and hearing the women, like the screen will be black, but all you hear is the sounds of them being intimate with one another or what have you. And oh my God, it's really graphic. It's really like X-ray, triple X-rated kind of stuff. So he started talking about he was gonna get that. What's the name of that? What is the name of that app? What? Not what's not the WhatsApp. It's another one. My something. Oh my gosh. But anyway, it's pretty much you can do anything on that application, and um, I guess you can kind of like charge a fee or something for somebody watching it. Um, and he was asking people would they subscribe to it if he decided to do it. So they were people were actually subscribing to that, just so that they can see them do what they do. And it's like really out there because the other girls, his wives, some of them are bisexual or what have you. So he makes them like perform oral fellatio on each other and him and two or three of them on him at once and all that kind of stuff. And they, people are into stuff like that. So he was making money from that. He's making money from the music that they make, and they put it um, on the streaming networks, different streamers on SoundCloud and all the other channels that people purchase their music. And all of these people, now mind you, yeah, getting them big time for his girl. But now he's the only one benefiting from it because the rest of them are not. And the way he makes them look at it is like, you gotta live good because I take care of everybody here. I take care of my part tribe. I'm the chief, I'm God, and I take care of my tribe and my people, blah, blah, blah. And they only eat once a day. They eat a solar noon meal or whatever. So they don't, and they still eat what he say eat or what he purchased or what he okays for them to eat. And so they eat one B6 meal every day, and that's it, once a day. That's why they all look sick. And he just started implementing fish and chicken in the meal and eggs. Because at first they were not, they were just strictly vegan and they weren't eating anything, and every last one of them was sick looking. All of them had lost a lot of weight. Um, rings and dark mark circles around the eyes and everything. They were really looking. They were actually dying. And one of the ladies that left testified. Not right now. Testified, huh? Oh, he gonna start crying, and I'm on live, so. But anyway, so it's just one thing after the other. But after he raised enough money from scamming people out of their money, online donations, and all the other little ways that they do what they do, he started buying tickets to go to Hawaii. So apparently, some people didn't get tickets to go. So some of the people are not there yet. But the group that he did go, they took off and they left, and so they went to Hawaii and they got there Monday. Baby, when they got to Hawaii, yup, that's exactly why they all look like that. Women though, they're not just looking like they got the package, honey. What you doing? Some of them are sick, and some of them, he has admitted himself that he has syphilis and herpes, and that he has slept with men and women unprotected, and they knowingly had HIV. So yeah, he's all of them got some issue, and a lot of them are have sexually violated other people or children, and he knows it, and they admitted it on live. He tried to cover it up, but it is what it is. So anyway, they're all in the balance of them, the most of them are in Hawaii, and they got there Monday. Honey, when those Hawaiians got news that this guy was on the island, it got ugly. And I mean, I knew it was going to happen. It got terribly ugly for him. It got so bad that he started getting inbox after inbox after inbox from the Hawaiians, from the natives. They start checking him and going out on him. So he decided that he was going to open up his live for the Hawaiians to call in and ask questions. I don't know what he did that for. They was like, "What are you here for? What are you up to? I heard that you was a pedophile. We're not for that on our island. This is a family place. We have children. We don't want to have to be concerned about our families and our children. We don't want you coming here bringing our home down and making us look bad." I mean, it's just all kind of stuff. And then, in Hawaii, they protect their land. Like everything is guarded, so to speak. Like there are certain things that you don't do, certain things that you don't touch, certain places you don't go, or certain things that you reverence. He should have did his research before going, and that was just you just don't go somewhere and say I'm going to move there. We all gonna just up and go move there, and you don't research the rules and the laws of that land. You don't just pick up and move. Like even if I decide to move out of state or to a different neighborhood, one of the first things I do is I go on Google or whatever, and Google Maps or whatever, and I look around the neighborhood, girl. They're not playing. I look around the neighborhood, and like do the little um um I check out the school system, check out the crime rate, and I do my research on what the neighborhood like, how many you can go on what's that site? I think it's called Family Bulldog. No, Family Watchdog. I think it's called Family Watchdog. And you can go on Family Watchdog in anywhere, even where you are in Omaha or wherever, and put your zip code in, and it will bring up all of the sex predators and stuff in your neighborhood. And it will show how many schools are around the area, what kind of predator they are. And in some instances, you can click and see their pictures. It'll tell you where they work at, how far they are from their jobs, whether they have registered or not, all that kind of stuff. So he should have like done his research. You don't just move, especially to another um well, we know Hawaii is not another country because it's technically the United States, but it is a foreign place to him. He didn't do that. So when the natives called in, oh my goodness, they checked out on him. They had questions about everything. This dude, first of all, the first thing they did was they got up and out and they went to the beach. And they was live on the beach, took all kind of pictures and everything. And then they saw a turtle in the water, in the ocean, and they were trying to touch the turtle. All of the species are protected. You're not supposed to touch any of that. You're not supposed to do anything. First of all, girl, please. First of all, we are in a pandemic. He was supposed to quarantine for 14 days. He knew that, but he didn't do it. What did they do? They come fresh off the plane, get in their swimsuit, and go to the beach. And the islanders did not like it, honey. First of all, they were on the live telling them, don't touch that. You're not supposed to touch that turtle. You're not supposed to do that. And you are supposed to be quarantined. There's a 14-day quarantine rule. And you're supposed to be quarantined. He was like, F for quarantine and all this, that, and the other. Oh, okay. All right. So that's what you say? Okay. We got you. So he opened up the live and he called himself. First, it made me absolutely sick how much butt he was kissing. Because see, at this point, he don't want to get kicked off the island. He don't want to have to come back in the state. He wants to stay in nature. He gets on there and he starts kissing so much butt. When he hung up, his nose was brown. It was terrible. It was just, oh my God. You are, all Hawaiians should be sweet like you. You are such a leader. You are so intelligent. And I'm so glad that you came to me with these questions. And that's a fact. And that's a fact. And this, that, and the, oh my God. I was like, if you don't stop lying, and then, yes, you can't go nowhere. If I come to your house, I got to stay in your house for 2 weeks before I go outside. You can't go anywhere. Whenever you travel from wherever you live to another state or another city or wherever, you have to quarantine for 2 weeks. You have to quarantine for 2 weeks because they don't want you spreading COVID in their state. So you are supposed to stay quarantined for 2 weeks. They want to make sure you're good before you go out in their public spreading the coronavirus, and rightfully so. So he didn't keep the rule. He did not keep the rule. So okay, they get over there and they started like calling in. The islanders start calling in. Some of was like, "Who are you? What are you here for?" So we heard that you touch kids, and we saw the videos explain that. He was like, "I ain't even mean it that way. When I said I let my son play with my penis, I didn't mean it like that." They said, "Okay, well, how did you mean it? When you say something like that, how do you mean that?" Because there's only one way you can mean something like that. Girl, yes, they know about him in Hawaii. And then they know where he was staying. They told him where to meet him at. All that girl, they was like, oh, you want to talk? Well, let's talk man to man. Meet me at the statue of so and so and so and so. He is the guy of this island, or he is the something, the chief of this island, and his spirit oversees this island, and blah blah blah. If you want to be a real man, meet us there at the statue. All of us will meet you down there. If you want to talk to us, all of the island and meet you. And they meant it. It's like, oh my God, it was men and women alike calling, checking out on him. Some of them was like, well, welcome to the island, brother. And if you have any questions, reach out to me and good luck. And we cool with you. We're not prejudiced over here because a lot of us are part black and this, that, and the other. And a lot of us, we weren't raised that way to discriminate against anyone. That's not our problem. Our problem is protecting our environment, protecting our principles and our rules and our land. That's it. And we just want to know, why Hawaii? Why did you choose to come to this island? Why did you choose to come here? What is your motive? What's going on? So then he started telling them, they started asking him stuff like, well, we heard that you were polygamous, that you had a whole bunch of wives. Is that true? He eluded the question. Then they said, well, we heard that you call yourself God. So are you God? He said, no, that's this guy, uh, Akin or Akin or something like that. That was him that said that. I'm looking like, you just a lie. You ain't got on there, beat yourself on the chest, say, I'm God, nigga. I'm God. I'm your Christ. I'm the Christ. I'm the Messiah. I don't know how many times. And there are videos to back it up. Why you gonna look at them people and lie? Then they asked him um, about they asked him about God, they asked him about the wives, about the penis, was he a pedophile? Um, asked how he make his living. They was like, that ain't, when they asked him about the wives, that's what he said. Ain't none of your business. That's not, I don't want to talk about that. That's my personal business. I'm not gonna sit up and tell you this, and this, and what. So he eluded the questions, but he lied. Excuse me. So while he studied sitting up there lying, the rest of them was calling like, man, we seen the video. We researched you, all of us. We don't play on our island. We don't want you here with that foolishness. If you come here and you up to no good, we gonna know about it. And if we know about it, you come, baby, that joker lied. He tried to kiss all kind of butt. Didn't they call the police on him? Baby, they called the cops on bro. And they told the police he is breaking the quarantine laws. He is not staying quarantined. We don't know him. We don't know where he came from. And him and all these people popped up and they were out um, in the water, touching the turtles and doing everything that they shouldn't have been doing. And they're breaking the quarantine laws. They've been all out to the stores, shopping around and doing all kind of stuff. Like that's what we say on this island. Oh, okay. Didn't they detain him? Yes, ma'am. A whole bunch of police vehicles lined up all outside. They didn't just take him, they took everyone. And there was one young lady that was still filming him. They filmed him in handcuffs and all this, that, and the other. Filming them handcuffing the other people. And she hid in the house. So she stayed back and she hid, but she kept filming. Like nobody, like those islanders are not watching your live and know, oh, y'all forgot one inside the house or whatever. So what does he do? Before he decided to go outside, he asked the police, "Can I get some clothes on? Can I change my clothes? I mean, I got on clothes, but I want to change my clothes." And while he was in there, he was really giving them instructions on what to do or whatever, this, that, and the other. Because they always gang together, and they're like they have their lives all lined up because he got them all programmed. So they went in there and he told them, he looked at the camera and he said, "They're going to detain me for breaking the quarantine laws. So I need you all to send me some bail money. I want y'all to start bailing us to bail us out. We're gonna need bail money. We want y'all to start calling this, start calling that. I want y'all to do this. I want to giving instructions to people online." And the people in line sit up here, some of them sitting up there typing, talking about, "Oh, we got you. We gonna get y'all out. We gonna." So you just tell them to see you. Like I've seen him do it. I've seen him say, "Okay, we gonna take Eliana pops and his wife out for lunch. So y'all start sending that money so we can pay for this. The bill is $400 and some odd dollars. So y'all go ahead and start seeing that money. Matter of fact, we're gonna need some extra money because we gotta do this and that." And people send it. There was one young lady who was married to an ex-professional baseball player, and she was sending. She was the one that paid the hospital bill when Velvet had baby Eliana. And I mean, it's crazy because they are always, he tells them what to do and they do it. It's like they had school, he schooled their heads on and off. He's got them programmed and he makes them think that it's okay to whatever he says. And then he's always talking about, I got the knowledge. Now you gonna sit there and lie to these people. And oh, that was the other thing they asked him. "We heard that you make the women drink your sperm, and we heard that you make them stand in corners." He eluded the question and he said, "Come on now. Do you think if I did something like that I would be out? Do you think that I would be around if I was doing stuff like that?" And they asked him, "Well, why did you get kicked out of the other countries?" He said, "Because the people didn't like him. The people kept calling the police. The police had to look like heroes. So they just kicked us out just to look good." One of the callers was the Hawaiians was like, "They don't just kick you out for nothing. You had to do something. You had to do. There was something wrong." So he told him, he's like, "No, it was just that the people didn't like me and they kept calling and reporting us or whatever. So, they had to do something to appease the people, and so they just kicked us out." Then he said that he denied um beating on the women when that's a lie. He had beat them on live before and cussed them out, belittled them. And he just admitted like a week or two ago that he puts them in timeout, make them go in the closet. He had Efru standing in the corner with her face facing the wall on live. And you can see her standing in the background in the corner. She was on her way to the closet. He say, "No, you ain't got to go in the closet. Stand in that corner right there till you learn how to respect me." He puts them in corners, in closets. True was in the closet. Price was in the. They put them in. He put them people in closets for long as 2 weeks. They have to stand it. Who you? Me? Corner? Man, you gonna have to beat me in and out that corner, and you better beat me hard. Well, I'm unconscious, because if I can lift any kind of finger, you gonna be gone, bro. Ain't no way. And they allow him to do that to them. So he denied doing any of this stuff. But these people are not having it. That, like they said, this is a family island, it's a family place. Hawaii, all of Hawaii is about Ohana, which means family. And if you are not about what we believe in, then you need to leave. We don't want you here. And a lot of them told him, we don't want you here. We want you gone. And that's just what they did, honey. That's just what they did. They got him out of there. So you can just about imagine when they come out of being detained, whenever you don't get a bill, matter of fact, while you being detained. So either they're gonna send him back to within the states, or they're gonna lock him up for a good while. And from my understanding, he can get up to a year in jail for being disobedient to the laws. But if he do, he deserve it because he shouldn't have did that. You don't go to somebody else's house and do what you want to do. And he's so used to doing it because people let him do what he want to do. You know, he always talking about his how he'll put the D on you and how D this and his D that. Mm-mm. It ain't never been. I ain't met one that was that good yet. I ain't met none that was that good yet that'll make me stand in the corner for you and treat for you. And and when he's talking about them drinking the sperm and all this, he's lying. He even went so far as to say he'll put sperm in his baby bottle if he didn't have nobody to breastfeed her. Not only that, he said the only way to get the knowledge is for him to put his sperm inside of you. And he admits that he sleeps with every woman, everybody that comes there. He sleep with them. Not only does he sleep with them, but they have to pay the initiation price, whatever that is. And if you have the more money you have, the more money you contribute is what partly determines whether or not you are a trustee. That's why the cash app is Professor Musa, because um, Joy's baby daddy, I can't think his name right now, but he's the one that oversees the money. All of them have a job. All of them have a responsibility. So yeah, right now they are being detained. I don't know any of the latest anything, but it'll come out because wait a minute, that's what I was gonna say. Well, as he was looking at the camera and telling people, to make the bail, the girl that was filming the thing right before she closed out, she gave the cash app address and everything and said, be sure now to keep. We need all the donations. We need you all to contribute and donate to your Baba G and the rest of the tribe bail money. Please donate. We don't know how much it's gonna cost, but we need enough money to get off. And the people up there talking, okay, we're gonna help you. We're gonna do. I wish I stay there. Build your next tribe and deal. And then when she scanned around the property, they outside. He got them sleeping in tents outside. They don't even get to sleep in the building, in the house. They sleep in tents, all outside the building, all out. The tents set up everywhere. Each couple got their own tent outside, and so they sleep all outside. And his 8 wives or whatever, sleeps in the bed with him, and they do the fool la la all together. He's just nasty. His name should have been Nasty Boy instead of Nature Boy. Nasty. Somebody call him Nasty Nuts. He just and people wonder why I can't stand him. And so you know what? If he didn't do it all in the name of God, I probably wouldn't have that big of a problem with it. You know what I'm saying? I'd be like, oh, that's crazy. He doing, but when you start saying you are God, you are the Christ, you are the Messiah, and you're leading God's people astray. People, and all of them have weak minds or some type of mental issue. That's where I have a problem with it. And I don't think it's right. I hope he does get locked up because he needs to be stopped. He really does. Ain't nothing cute about what he does. Nothing. Nothing. And if you take a look, most of those people can't even hold a good conversation. All they do is regurgitate everything that he says. They can't even hold a logical conversation. It's crazy. So as I get some more information on, how long he's going to be detained, if he becomes free or bailed, I don't know what they're gonna do. But from my understanding, if you detain, you don't get a bail. So detained means held. You held here till we figure out what we're gonna do with you. Especially when you breaking the rule, then maybe they'll press criminal charges because you know that if he's infected, you're welcome, sweetie. If he's infected, then that's a possibility that he can infect all of the people, and they don't wear masks. That's another thing. That he think he's like beyond the law. He think he's beyond. Oh, but they proved it to him. So thank you so much, and thank you, Tanya, for coming in to the table. And hey, listen, if you guys are not on to the hood table and you don't know what the hood table is all about, baby, check us out tomorrow night, Friday night. Put a little announcement in there, Sister Tanya. What time tomorrow night is Friday Night Live? Baby, our discussions are off the chain. And you can come in and join. We'll be doing this. I say we because I'm always over here. She's my moderator, Miss Tanya, who is the one that mans the channel of the Hood Table. Also, she has Tanya Slice by Slice and Tanya's Primetime TV, where she does TV updates and all kind of good stuff on there. But honey, tomorrow night on the Hood Table, it's gonna be all about. Wait, now look for the spades cards. If you see the spades cards spread out, you got the right channel. So go over there and support my girl. That's my sister from another mister. I love her like old folks love soft shoe. And wait a minute, let me tell you something. I thought I was bad with the cakes. I ain't got nothing on Miss Tanya. And I can tip my hat. I know how to bow gracefully. This girl is bad. So if we're getting ready to get her to doing shipping so she can start shipping her cakes. But right now, if you're in the Omaha area or know anybody in that Omaha area, then please make sure that you support Miss Tanya with the cake and everything, and please let her know when you see her that Miss Sis-Lo sent you. I'm trying to pin your comment, babe, and for some reason, there you go. It's not it's not pinning your comment. I don't know why, but I have a hard time doing stuff. So, but anyway, you know what? Maybe I could do this. Um, yeah, maybe you going over there and support my girl. I love her like old folks love soft shoes. I love her. I love her. Yes, I do. So, okay, you guys, I'm gonna go ahead and lay the brown body down. This brown body. And I'll be back. I might come back later on in the middle of the night with a real late night chat because I don't sleep. So I might as well be on my channel. Amen. And till next time, I love you on purpose. And ain't nothing you can do about it, baby. We don't say goodbye. We say later for now. So later for now.